Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Jeanette Collins, and this is Stampin' to Connect. So glad you could join me today. I am doing off the board. That's where I take an image off of the Pinterest board and recreate it, and we call it casing, copy and share everything, or do a twist on my own. So I won't copy it exactly because I'm using different paper and different colors and stuff. So that, in a way, is still casing and not true copying. But anyhow, if you are coming in, please say hello. I will say a quick hello in the chat. If this is your first time with me, I do appreciate it. I've been doing off the board every Friday at 1 p.m. Central, and I guess that's 2 o'clock Eastern Time. And I'm not sure, I always get confused on the Pacific time. And Pacific, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. So, anyhow, hoping that you'll enjoy this episode. I'm going to be using Counting Sheep. It's the last week of our celebration, and celebration is Stampin' Up's free brochure catalog. It's where any purchase you make, you can choose free items, and it's just a fun time in Stampin' Up. If you have never done any kind of stamping, please just reach out to me because I'd be happy to help you get started. It's a great hobby, and you can be a Stampin' Up demonstrator and just be a hobbyist. You do not have to run a business. So it's there's some perks in that for you if you decide to become a hobbyist. But when I got started, I was just purchasing outright, and it's a lot of fun because Stampin' Up just has such great quality, and everything is so well coordinated. All right, I believe if it's 1 o'clock. Oh, hi, Angie. I see you're on. I'm so glad you're able to catch me live. I'm hoping to come see you guys real soon. So, anyhow, today what I'm doing is it's called Off the Board, where I take a Pinterest a card and I recreate it. So, what I'm going to do right now is turn you down so you can see my desk, and I will show you what I'm using. So fun. Okay, here we go. Let me find my cameras. And this should be my desk. Yay! All right. I'm using this really cute set called Counting Sheep. They got the three little sheep, and then it's got a couple nice little sayings. You're amazing, and so glad it's your birthday. It's got a couple little, birthday hat and the little grass to work with. But what's also, and this stamp is free. You can only get it free through our celebration brochure. But what's also fun is that in the celebration brochure, they're also put the dies that go with the sheep. And it has a little fence, balloon, flag, sun, and the little clouds so that you can cut out things and make them dimensional. It's so fun. Anyhow, the dies also are free. So let me show you where they are in the celebration catalog right here. This is Stampin' Up, and it's right there. As you can see, it says free. So this stamp set is free with a $50 purchase. And then I'm going to swing it on over. And these are the dies, and they're also free with the $50 purchase. So there's just 6 more days, I think. This goes through September 30th. So 6 more days to get this set. So much fun. Also, today, what I'm going to be doing is showing you. Let me show you the the Pinterest board that I'm going to do. I said case, copy. Let's see. Oh, I didn't want to start that. Okay. This is the image from Pinterest that I'm going to duplicate. Okay. It's by a well-known demonstrator, Stampin' Up demonstrator called Susan Campfield. I follow her. She does a lot of really neat stuff. Now, if you can't see that well, I did print out a copy of it. It's easier to see here. So here you can see her card, and she used these circles. And what's so neat about the circles is it's a one plate die that you can use to cut out the card. And I have that with me too. I want to show it to you. Here it is. It's called Picture This. So you can, this is just one purchase, one die, and you can use this to cut out all those circles, and they have the embossed stitching on them, or the rectangles. Let me show you one of the cards I made Monday before I get started. This was my card on Monday that I made using the dies. And what was fun with this one is I glittered them up. So they have a texture to them, and they're really, really cute. I don't know if you can actually see the glitter there. I think you can see it shining, but it's just really precious. So on that fence, that's so cute. Okay, so where can you find the Picture This dies that cuts those beautiful circles? Is in our annual catalog. I like to show these off so you'll know where to go. And if you don't have an annual catalog, let me know. If you would like to do this as a hobby, I'd be sure to help you set up. Okay, it's down here. Can you see my pen? Nope. Let me move my brochure. Okay. This is on page 164 of the annual catalog, and those dies are right there. And what's neat about them is you cut out the circles, you can cut out the rectangles, but then those rectangles pop out, and so do the circles. So I played with this and had a lot of fun working with it. And let's go ahead and get started on my punched out card. Now, I used this black and white. Actually, it looks like this. I've already punched out the circles, but I want to show you how it fits in there. So you would lay this in on your die machine, and you can see you just run it through, and it cuts out all of them in one shot, one pass. And what fell out of them are these circles. So now I have these circles that I can use for something else. And there's the 3 that match the pattern. Well, today what I decided to do is not to use this pattern, but to flip it over. This is from our Stampin' Up, some of our paper, the pattern paper, and I just love the black and white. So that's what I'm going to do. And instead of glittering today, I've already cut out my little sheep. And I cut them, actually I stamped them in the red. So they're actually little red sheep. All right, so here's one. So I'm gonna need to put him in. Here's one that looks like it's dancing, and the one that's walking by. Now, what you're gonna need to do is to take a card base, and I'm using this top folding card base. It's an A2 card base that I cut myself, and we're going to put that right on the top of that card base. So I'm going to be gluing this on, but let's position our little animals, our little sheep. And I would put maybe that one here where it's looking like it's going to jump through. I have to position everything before wings down. Now the one that's walking, I think I want to put him here. And I think I'm going to take his foot out. Yeah. And here's the one that's jumping. Let's put him here. All right. So that looks pretty good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some sticky behind them. So they will be in place. And all I have to do, see where this one's sticking out and that one's sticking out, I can clip off. Okay, so I'm taking these little dimensionals. They're sticky on both sides. And I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to take it off. And stick him down. I always tell everybody, if you've ever enjoyed a craft, this is the one to do because it's a small surface that you're always working on and playing with. And to me, like these little animals, to me, it's like playing with paper dolls. Now, like Angie, who just came in, she may not know what paper dolls are, but as a little girl, we had Barbies and we played with the real, dolls and all that stuff. But sometimes it was cheaper just to get paper dolls, and you would get a book. And it had all the dresses and the little doll. And so that's what this reminds me of. You'd have the little dolls, and then you'd have all the little dresses. And so you could poke them out, and they had the little tabs that you would just flip over. And that's what this reminds me of. So that's why I enjoy the card making so much. All right, so that looks pretty good. Now what I need to do is I need to cut off the back of these. So let me get my scissors real quick, and I'm just going to cut the back of that one and the back of this one. And I think the middle one's okay, right? Put it back in here. Yep. Okay, so now it's time for me to, oops, nope, his back end is showing too. Don't want to take the chance. Let's cut you out, buddy. There you go. Don't tell me I cut him too much. We'll fix that. Okay, got a little foot showing. Need to cut this foot off. You know, the thing with working with cards and this kind of thing, I stamp these little critters, and I did them in all different colors. They're so cute. So you saw my pink one, and then I have them here in the yellow, and then I have them in another color. I'm going to be, see the yellow? And then, like I said, the one I did Monday, I stamped them in a pink and then glittered them up. All right, so now I'm ready to glue this down. I think so. Let me get I use a wet glue. It's the Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. It's a very strong glue. So I'm just going to take the back of this and kind of swirl it around. All the edges. Just takes a very thin amount, not much. There. And now let's put these in their circles. And you may be wondering, well, what are you going to do with those other circles? Well, I got you covered. It's going to be so cute. Oh, buddy, you're sticking out. Let me see if I can move him this way. Got to get him right. We don't want him there. See, just like paper dolls, just pick them up and move them. If you are watching this on the replay, because it will be on YouTube and on my Facebook page, if you're watching the replay and you have played with paper dolls, please leave me a comment and let me know what your experience was. Now, I've cut out these cute little balloons because I'm going to make this a birthday card. Remember Susan Campfield, her page, she used the birthday greeting also. And then she filled in her circles with, so her pattern was just opposite of mine. She's using a solid blue, and then she used this colored dots to fill them in. Well, I'm using the black and white. I've got red little sheep, and then I decided I'm going to cut these balloons out and put them in the circles. So I put that one there just because it looks like that sheep needs to hold something. But I'm going to put these balloons. Come on. Okay, this one can go here. You know, live is always tricky because you want to be prepared. You don't want to dawdle too long. But then there's always something. Okay, I got to cut this end off. It's too tall. There. Let's make it where it looks like he's holding it better. Cut that one off too. Let's see. I need one to be a little taller, and I think so. Put all these birthday balloons in there. Anyhow, I come live I'm trying to come live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, I'm doing Make It Monday, where I just find a card that I want to show you and make it. It's kind of to help me get out of the Monday blues. Okay, isn't that cute? All those balloons. They're so cute. Now let me get my glue, and all I'm going to do is kind of glue underneath there the little stem. Won't take but a little bit of, just a very little. And I will pop up the top of those balloons with a dimensional, so they will stay popped up. I would love to see if you have this set. If you would show me a card you've done. If you have the picture this die with the circles, let me see that. I'd love to see what you've created. Oops. Another reason I enjoy doing this is since I'm retired, it gives me a focus for my day. Instead of just thinking about, oh, my dirty house. Because I don't like to do that stuff anyway. Okay, little guy, let's get some glue underneath your hand. All right. And my husband likes that I have this little hobby. I've done scrapbooking, and I still do scrapbooking. I've kind of moved more into the digital scrapbooking of late because I don't know. I just needed a change. All right, now let's put some little dots behind. Okay, I have the little tiny Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, these are sticky on both sides, and I'm going to put one behind each of my balloons. Now, if you're a seasoned stamping person and you are watching me and you're going, oh, good gracious, lady, you could have done something a lot easier than that as far as putting these balloons on there, please let me know. I'm learning too. Just give me a comment. I would love to hear from you. Like I said, even if it's on the replay. Okay. Isn't this cute though? I love making birthday cards because I like to send them to family. And I haven't done very many with characters like this. I tend to go with florals and that sort of thing. But, you know, I've got some young ones I need to be sending cards to. I think they would like getting them. So that's why I decided to get this set. Now see, if I press down, they still have dimension behind them. So cute. Okay, almost done. Just got to get the greeting on there. And let me get one more. Put it on the other one, then I could take them off. That would have made probably more sense is to get these back on first. And then all I would have had to do is pull them off. There. Okay, so far so good. Now what I have here is a white piece of cardstock and the red. And let me see how long this is in case you need to know. The white is 2.5 inches long and the red is 2 inches. And so I'm going to stamp in black that greeting that I like. So let me get my black ink, my black ink pad. And just tap. It's a red rubber stamp. That's what it looks like here. And there's the red rubber. Red rubber usually gives you the, well, it does. It gives you the crisp, a very crisp image. Okay, I'm going to line it up on my pad so that, can you see what I'm doing? Let me move it up a little bit. Move it up. Okay, here we go. Now I'm just going to stamp straight down. And I press it gently with my hand. I'm not smushing it real hard. And then I hold the paper and lift. Look how clean that is. Isn't that fun? I just love it. I like it so much. You know, being a school teacher, I always wanted to do little art and stuff with the kids, and I did, and because I taught 5th grade, and oh gosh, I can remember having them research, and we did a unit on, I don't know, aquatics or something. And I had them research all the different kinds of fish. And, you know, a lot of the boys were looking at the sharks. Well, then I gave them big paper and they had to cut it, like draw their shark or whatever fish they were doing. And then we made like giant ones and they colored them and then we hung them from the ceiling. So that's the kind of stuff I enjoy doing. But, you know, we couldn't just make the fish without tying it to the curriculum, but I managed to do it. And kids love it. And that's the kind of stuff that young kids will remember. So, and speaking of young kids, if you have a young kid, Stampin' Up! Has a kit that you can get every month that comes directly to you. And it's called Paper Pumpkin, and a lot of kids really enjoy that. Kids, let's say, you know, 8 to 12 or 16 even, because they've got everything in there, even the stamp spot, they call them stamp spots, the stamp ink that you're needing to use. They have all the cutout pieces and they have directions. So you can make them just like their directions. Okay, guys, here's my card. I love the black and white. I love that my little sheep are outlined in red. And my greeting. I had to put it on this side. So Susan Campfield, she put the colored spots, and what I did is I added balloons. So let me know what you think about this. That one's fun. Now I have one more I'd like to show you. It does not use the circles or anything. It's pretty much an easy card to put together. Let me get my pieces out. I'm looking out my front window and I can hear my kitty crying. She wants in, but she's just going to have to wait. Okay, here's a side folding card base that I made. It's A2 size. That means it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 in length. And I'm using this pink paper that's in our catalog, our annual catalog, to make a mat. Okay, so you can see the white border all the way around. And I am going to go ahead and just tack that down right now. So I want to show you how easy this is to put another card together. It's really fast. Sometimes they're more complicated and sometimes they're just fast and easy. And I go by, I guess, mood, the look and feel of the card and who to send it to. So a card like this is easier to send to a younger person, I think. Okay. Now I did my little sheep. They're not in a red. They're kind of I can't even remember the color. I don't know if this is Blushing Bride or might be even Calypso Coral. I think that's what it is. Okay, and here's one of the strips. If you may recognize this, because that's what Susan Campfield used in her card. But this is what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to layer it kind of right down here. So I'm going to just glue that on. At the end, I will say hello and goodbye, all that good stuff at the very end. And I'm going to put this right here. So hopefully you're sticking with me. Okay, and now we're going to put this guy here. And I want to put the one that's looks like it's leaping. I'm going to put her right there because I think she needs to hold. Oh, I know what else. Because my, remember I was telling you about the circles. I did some other ones and I have these leftover circles. So I decided I wanted to use them. I want this little girl to be holding on to the big one. And then I thought I'd put the 2 circles up here just to kind of, I mean, the colors are in there. And then I have balloons for her to hold. So just to make it festive, 1, 2. Maybe I need to bring her down. I think I will. I'll bring the ball down. That's how I was thinking about it. It's like, well, it looks like she's standing on a ball. That's kind of cute. Again, card making is creative. You can find things on Pinterest and see what other people have done. And you can try, replicating what they've done. And then before you know it, you're off doing something completely different. Now, I'm also going to use these stamps. Where's my happy? This one is birthday, and I'm going to probably stamp it right there. Let me move these up. And I want to put happy right above it. Now, let me show you where I got that. This is called Biggest Wish. It's the coolest stamp set because it has birthday in the script and in the large block letters. Thanks in the block and the script. And there, see, so hello, hello, friend, friend, happy, happy. So you have lots of different ways to use this one. It's so much fun. Okay, and I've used it in several. I like this so far. So let me do the stamping before I glue these guys down. right, I'm going to do the happy first. Let me get my block. And what I do with my birthday is I put it straight down and then I just get it to fit like so. And I think I want to use the color for the, I'm going to use the Calypso Coral, the stamp pad. And I'm going to ink this up, just tapping up and down. There, that looks pretty good. Oh, I see a little fuzzy. Okay, now stamp again. Now that's nice. I'm bring my card over. I'm going to move this happy so I don't bump it. And I'm going to line up with that blue line pretty close. It gives me an edge. And I just hold it down, press a little bit, not hard. Let that paper absorb the ink. And lift. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? I don't know why I get so happy with this stuff, but I do. Oh, all right. I think I'm going to do the same color, but this little happy. Come on. I think my kitty can hear my voice. That's why they're crying. Okay. This happy, instead of putting it straight on, I think I'm going to lift it like it's just turned a little bit. Hold it down, hold the card and lift. And there it is. It's so cute. It just makes me happy to see that. Oh, and you know what else I wanted to do? Because these are just so, I want to take one of my little ink pads and I want to put the ink, that Calypso Coral, on this little pad. And I'm going to take this and just ink the sides. And what that does is give it dimension. It kind of helps lift it without me putting dimensionals under it. See? Might even do it on a little more. So I'm just putting color all the way around. Actually, it's going to make that stitching show a little more. There, isn't that cute? See? Paper, ink, images, cutouts. It's just so fun. And maybe this is not something you would do, but maybe you have a friend that might want to do that. Just let them know that I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 o'clock, and have them join in. Okay. Now I can close my ink, and now I just have to put everything together. All right. I'm going to put my little sheep flat and my spots, they're going to be flat. A lot of people like to use a lot of the little dimensionals on everything, but I find if you put too many, it makes it bulky in the mail. Let me stick you up there just a little bit more so you have place that you're walking on. And the same thing here, I'm just going to add the glue. A lot of people use the tape runners, and I do like tape runners too, especially for my scrapbooking, but I tend to use glue a lot on my cards. There's that. Let's put you down flat. You know what? Let me get those little dimensionals. I'm going to go ahead and do what I said I should have done at the other one. Let's put these little dimensionals on the back first. These balloons. 1, 2. Here. Anyhow, doing this, it does give me something to look forward to. I have I have to plan out and think about what I want to do. So it's just so fun and good for me. And it's good for a lot of people. It helps with your, from getting bored and all that good stuff there. Now, see, even that little balloon has a stitching in it. So cute. Okay, I got to put these little balloon, tack them down under here, and use my sheep to help tack it all down. Let's get her on that ball. Yay. She's still on there. Now, one other thing I could do very quickly is use my sparkle pen. I have a Wink Stella is what it's called. And I can take my sparkle pen, just squeeze it a little bit, and I can run it over my sheep, and it gives them some glitz. Just so fun and easy. A lot easier than what I did with the glitter glue and the embossing of the glitter. Embossing is fun too, though. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat. Okay, here's the other one. Let's get it glittered up too. I guess that kitty is on my front porch crying. Okay, put that little glitter on them. That's just so cute. So I put the glitter on the sheep and on those. Let me turn this light on, see if it makes you can see the glitter or not. It's really hard to see on the camera. But anyhow, that's my card. So today's cards that I did, the one was off the board. That was this one. I think turned out so cute. And thank you, Susan Campbell, for your inspiration of using the animals in their little circle die. And this was the one that I did on Monday. So I've got a few little sheep cards to give out. And that's what I like to do, is to send them out, not just hang on to them. Okay, I'm going to put my camera back down, back up rather, so I can say goodbye. All right, guys. Thank you for being here, Angie. And everyone else, I hope you enjoy this little video of piecing together something off the board, off the Pinterest board. And I'll see you next Friday at 1 p.m. Central. Thank you for being here. Bye.